thing.
Not even moderator for this paragraph.
Yes, the state where the matter day before us here really shows a marriage no day. And Naibu will be told, even if marriage no day is separate, it is separate in a good way. Yeah. You see, me, separate, scatterly, as we hear all these things. I wish the husband was here. Because from the word go, if we hear how they start, you see, and the wife, to me, it don't really play a part. You see, and the big part we play. Now for everybody we arrange their marriage. And God make a work of fight. The rule you play, you say, you don't manage, you bring the husband to America. You see, the husband don't go for that. Through he did all that arrangement. They don't reach for them now. What will happen again? You see? So, now you have to look at this thing, you see, it really worry because from the word go, the family, not so for here, where doctor they talk this thing. It be like this if we don't start long. And if they complain, it be the complaint for the family members where they so. You see, right up to Honorable Paul Thomason in Yaoundé, where they are feel say at least there are reasonable people where they don't marry, they know how a marriage will be. Wonderful. What will be difficult, you see, for Honorable Thomason? Even if you feel say claim and wish for here with other people, they be young. You see, it's just that we don't be for marriage for a long time. How will they call it no day? How is this to control? How is this to control your own family? You see? So with all these things. Now it don't come to a stage where the child for talk say be the something like sharing the child. You see, I don't know me fashion for America. But it is something where they will decide where this child should be. If the child will be a minor, you see, therefore arrange for what was he's supposed to be with the mother. Make it come from this by the picking of the lost. You see, by the picking of the lost. So I want something we all join the hands together and see what we can do. Because at this stage, it really shows that marriage, as I hear marriage not to be. You see, you don't really go to some extent. Because as you say, if we go now to say, make the man come, you see, it will be a long story. He will come and bring his own story. As the wife will tell his own story for years. And when we hear all these stories, una tell me what the way feel really, I don't know whether it's magic or what. You see, to really make them come together. Because when I don't leave this thing, you lose too much. Mr. Clement, which part have you played as you get news for these things where they happen? Now Paul Thomason is not here. And I'm not waiting for play some big role too. The man when we hear say we make attempt, where you know still there alive, Tom? You see, and Mr. Tom will die. You see, now you try to make some effort, but unfortunately, you know.
I don't know, before you give floor for Paul Clement, I used to be a young man, a young son. But me, I don't need any marriage for more than 15 years. I guess to my experience about marriage, you don't live more than 50, 60. I never thought about you. You own our own wisdom, but we will see the inside. And we'll just even begin at 15 years, we'll see start the experience of marriage. Because I've never make mistakes around anything about marriage. I never lie when I say anything about marriage. At 15, I see start, that's a starting round now. Which means between the first and the 15th year, you must go through that headache. Then from 15, you start now taking expecting with the He starts select the good from the bad. Inside marriage. That's why I know about marriage. Because within those 15 years, there is statistics theoretical, there is moral revelation will not make up. The first 15 years inside every marriage is 15 years of headache. Headache, whether I like it or not, you must go through that phase. After that phase, you start to enjoy the real marriage. Now, a big problem, I say, we get to deal with intellectuals. Two big icons, intellectuals. She's an intellectual, the husband is an intellectual. It becomes very difficult to bring intellectuals together. That's why, like the preacher, we every day say, background for every family matter for the future of the couple. The background matters.
It's true.
But when they come from backgrounds that are not, they don't look alike, the same, it's difficult to live together. But those are the things we teach us every day. So I'm surprised that it is happening to you. I'm very surprised because I thought you should be the one to really put the things in order. No, I'm not here to favor anybody. That's one thing I'm doing. I thought you should be able to put things in order. It's unfortunate, as a follow-up, I'm saying the husband is not here. If he were to be here, and when couples are quarreling, nobody wants to tell you the truth. And somebody all like that, the truth should favor him or her. We know those things in marital homes. We know them. They're normal. When you go for the front, you might talk me favor me. They hear them outside of the story. But at the end, somebody is hiding the truth. Somebody. That's why it's very difficult. When Father, the ordained will marry them, they don't want to my entire touch them, scatter them. You know, the two people, they understand themselves. But once the third party comes in, forget. That's what about a wedding. When the third party comes in, when the third party, the demon, the enemy, forget about the wedding. Would only the third party don't come in, the fourth, the fifth, the whole world don't come inside this wedding. That is where it is difficult to put things together again. You cannot bring things together. No matter what you do, we don't invite them to them. They don't play to our doctor. The enemies are already so many inside our wedding. There's no way you can put things in order. And the phone is saying, it's very true. No matter what you do at this last hour, to men, he will just call throwing water, throw water about the power. So Dr. Ron came with his own proposal. So the complainant always get a proposal, a way forward. Dr. Ron came with a complaint and he gave a proposal. At the end he proposed, you are filing the divorce. Are you sure you have really filed in a divorce? Because I want to start from the end. Now we did the Supreme Court here. Where they call ourselves magistrate now. Yes. Because we are preparing up us here, which we know what we're supposed to do here.
It took me 4 years, last 4 years ago, before I don't try counseling. And as you say, this is what we preach. I understood it. Counseling, my first time my man reached for counselor, he said the problem now because I no grow for country, I don't know country fashion, my family, a white man family. Now the way that we approach counseling. He enter counselor and manipulate. The last counselor where we go, where I ask my man, say, my money brother, stay with us with this. I say, when he go counselor, talk one thing for counselor, then come, you know, one talk with me for house. That's not counseling. You know, you're playing again. Then he called my brother-in-law, say, that counseling, the work I find. I tell my brother-in-law, say, how if he the work I find when for house, he may talk with me or he still caution. But because you want to tell different people the thing where they want here. So that is one. I tell my man, say, ask he, may he give you permission to talk to the counselor? Ask Papa for this thing. When that proposal was made with the counselor, my man denied. Because he no one made the counselor talk to my brother-in-law and talk truth. Time the day we have even things say, you can't learn thing when you want here, now he tell you, just like if you want here say counsel in the work, he tell you, but for me, he is spoiler at the same time. Time the day we even my pikin, we notice it in the no work, he tell the papa, say, you go tell my papa, maybe me, say, get to go. The papa tell me, we talk that one, he let the man say, he say he could change. He tell the pikin say, I know say when my passion not correct, when I do things then it make you vex your heart. The pikin say, you need vex my heart, you vex my mommy heart. The man say, okay, it could change. But I don't want to, I believe it that time. I don't even propose for the man say, now walk this way, you lucky, God don't bless we say, you can't marry a woman where you know this thing then from profession. it get hard for forgive. I understand background. So my teaching say, I feel forgive you because you know do am for me. Counselor tell me, say, you know do am deliberately for hurt me. Now say background where you come out, they will think them way they don't happen for you. It don't make your behavior you fear on man, but we feel work on it. I take counsel and talk. I want to work with you. But you will still always spoil them. Truth never come out. If you ask me today where to believe truth from a man, I don't know. And you know we get a true marriage where you don't know the truth. Anything where I know I discover accidentally. The one way I know they be hide them. The one way, as we talk about some woman and begin, one of them 3 women and my begin, it's in a lie. But then now the birth certificate where you go get for court, confirm thing we have been talked about 5 years ago where it's in a lie. Say they be born picking 2 months after we married. So you never ever know which one be true, which one be lie. So if now that one, I don't invite you, say, no, we join as a couple, we in no book and we understand this now. So that will be help other couples and when they go through difficulties, help them. My man, no one will. He said that. The beginning, he said that your thing that will go nowhere. He said it will go nowhere. Until he come the next time I see you, they will fund them. When I even say more put up for traditional counsel, he say, which phone has the audacity to talk to me about my marriage? He said, which one? Now the phone of Akum or now the phone of Mango? You know, and I write letter, I tell his brother about him. I talk to the Angeline. He said, may they not talk that one may come out. I said, if I not talk may come out, then he could also say, if we not know say if he cost funding, where they not doing anything, then we not understand to say if he cost me. Now the kind of man, so when you say that be sure, I try all that one. 4 years ago I go for father, I say, I want you to pray for me. And the prayer and he say, maybe I stay for marriage or maybe I come out. I want you to just pray for me, say, maybe I open my eye, sitting with God, make God show me the way. For the last 4 years, I no force counseling, I no force anything. When I buy the house, if you stay for your own place, if you don't separate, that people their money maybe don't pay. I tell you, say, come stay with me, no pay anything for this period of time, so that you take that money where you pay that people their money, they be been my friend. Now 3 years. If pay and pay, but cost me on top. No thank you. After that time I be give don't pass, I say you don't pay that money, you can go you now. But if she don't know, 3 more years, I don't know say that she don't do wait another citizenship, but I know I'm okay. But for that time, I see fashion too. So I get proof now, say no, this man will be like me, he no get effort, if he talk my lie about me, if no one send money for his family, he say if he take care of my sister, he pikin. Where that pikin one come for me, so if papa open bank account, put the money there. So if you don't want to give money for your family, you tell them, I say, you take care of my sister, I became. No, you didn't make me say, maybe they hate me. So now all that kind of thing, you say, you know, if you can't come around, now because say me, and they make you know, if you can. Where your own picking asks you, say, why you need to go see my man, where you say, those people don't care about you, they only care about your money. You give different answer for different people. So the answer, I say, the kind of fashion where he don't show me, joint was the fact that the marriage maybe get good foundation. It be been a fake. Joint plus the fact that even the picking, and time I be even thinking now one small picking. I said, look, go bring them for house. I go take care of her. Maybe will she fix the marriage? I even make that proposal. Well, one talk and it be nice. So I see I'm saying a man with true. He may be wanting me. He may be wanting me, and you know he force man for what thing. So as I put them for the divorce before I go put the divorce on because I know say just as it had for scatter marriage, I think and because when you scatter marriage there is no good way. It's not good for you, it's not good. So as I don't put them for yes, now in that.
You are telling this court that you love your husband, but you don't love his ways.
I don't love his ways, and given opportunity, he don't tell me, say, you know, maybe me, he wants that.
You really know, you love him, but he doesn't want you.
He don't want
you. You don't love his ways.
You don't love his ways, and he get plenty other women them and begin the
way
who don't know for put.
No one says someone gets
yes.
for this very place. No,
because if I be know say my man get some woman from outside, they will get picking. He say, okay, we will stay married, I will bring that picking. You want that or you don't want that? Yeah. Then I will say, okay. But the one way I don't know where it happens, then I guess sister-in-law, then way they will keep woman for here, keep her for there. So now how you fit they married if the family be one joint fix to marry? How they fit the keep woman, then they say they don't know anything. And then number 2, the thing where they for court now say, the one talk say a lie for your head. Say he get picking with woman when at 15 years. When a bad thing for life for man he head that way. So I want to for here say, may my brother-in-law talk who said that story come out as he be tell me say he take her for queen lady because now the thing that way my husband the one user.
No, those six, you see the one the reason was standing to you with you. I don't know. We are not working on the divorce prior to Because when you don't file a divorce, it means all is done and gone. The past is gone. Because once you don't file a divorce, it means no more past. I don't know what father is getting. There is no more past. So that we're not interested in history or stories again. I think we are getting it. We don't want to talk about details again. Divorce means we're not interested in details. I'm not interested in details. That's the meaning of divorce. That is, I don't want to hear about my past again. Because if you have to come here and talk about the past again, then complain again, do a lot of things, then the issue of the divorce is uncalled for. I'm talking about someone who's here leading a village. The issue of divorce is uncalled for. We should not discuss the divorce here. Are we here to put the families together? Or are we here to confirm your filing in the divorce? And if we were to confirm that filing, what should we do now with the children? I think these are the questions, the answer you have to give to these questions. If we are divorcing, who keeps the child? This is where we are now. But if you are not talking about a divorce, then we can go into the past and dig out the truth. I don't know what Akum is saying.
Yes, and the two. Where should the matter be heard? Where is it now? If the divorce has been filed.
Where is the
matter? Is it over there or
is it here?
in Cameroon?
It is the court in the US because you cannot file two places.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I brought it here also because it is in the court in the US. What they are trying to do, because they don't have jurisdiction here, and this here has a contribution there.
Okay.
So, with what we say here, you understand the culture, because what they are looking at it, Mama now, as I don't help him get to the place where he get, instead take and say thank you, he use them against me. Say, look, I am a teacher, responsible teacher. I have a good family. My cousin is here in Detroit. They need to have this child. 4 years you not ever pass the Nami at the first.
So they cut down the need proof.
Because now they talk. So he proved and he said, na me I be bad woman. I be living with Pikin. When na me I be normally travel with Pikin. When I never go with Pikin, he no one take it as the same neighbor, may he take Pikin go slow. So he be lying down for my head saying, na you be correct man. May they give that Pikin, me I be bad man. So as I tell my brother-in-law, enough for bad if you be only chop money go. But for chop money, they one lie on top of my head, make me look the bad man for court where they don't know truth.
Okay.
Now for day way, this place where we talk, wait to be the truth. And before it be the end, I be tell my brother-in-law say, when I know say they married this one, only me and my family don't talk. My family don't know. And now the road this way, my man want take and go. I say, divorce, I don't already know. You deal my big brother. Since you know, and you bring, say, true, something wrong with my man, you don't tell me that you write up a letter. You say, because I don't understand why now, only me I can't tell the problem, he cut off. He no one come, he no one talk him, but when they bring him, he the only talk say the two talk, but it should never be resolved. I say, now, I know this problem in details. So when I go give me letter, for proof how much I don't work for try to save this marriage and how my man don't deny and how my man do all the like this. Now only when I give me that letter and you be green so you go do one. Then now when we get to the point, when I don't cut off now, they try not to support it against me.
So the audience, I think it's very clear that without a letter from that family, they cut down, they cannot take any action. Because they go look only way there for front and they go take way there for me. I mean,
my fathers and sisters, my dear fathers, I'm very touched with what is happening here today. But before I have something to say, I will just say that in all happenings, in all what happened in my life, always say thanks to God. Because God always knows what He's doing for His children. I will start from the end for this matter of divorce. We are separating yourself today. We want to separate today. Because I'm also a civil status registrar in Paris. And every time when I want to celebrate a marriage, I always ask if both groom and bride, whether they have really done a serious counseling. Because marriage tolerance. Marriage is truth. Marriage is forgiveness. Marriage is not suspicion. Once there's suspicion in marriage, everything is written. Now, you have helped somebody to become your husband. You have a child. Now, know that in front of God, the marriage is married. In front of God, they don't divorce. And here, in the tradition, when you are giving him that white mingle to drink, you cannot remove it again. The white mingle will remove. The only thing that can remove is when God has called you for the final destination. Today, you want to separate. Now there's a confusion. And the matter of court now is because of the child. Who is going to keep the child? Who is going? But whether you divorce or not, the child will remain the child. And the child will be for mother, the child will be for father. So there are little things in the life that make things to take as if it was a volcano happening somewhere. No, for me, there is no problem.
No problem.
For me, what we are discussing here, we are singing here, we are talking here, there is no problem. What you are having with your husband is what a friend and a friend can have. These are problems of friends, between friends. It's always happening like that. I'm very happy that you, the teacher, are the one bringing us in front of this problem. So we, students, will experience the matter in front of you. And to be honest, what one of Akum said, one of Marital already said it. For me, what is taking serious matter, what is bringing that matter to be at this dimension there, is, as my friend has said, a third party. When you meet, usually you are only two of you. Then you have a suite, and they bring it in front of us just to put our own blessings. How can you imagine you putting the blessing, come and again tomorrow, and encouraging you to fight and separate? There is nothing that can be above the Almighty God. Pray, continue to pray, pray and pray and pray. Take the problem of your husband to church. Even the church and the group that they have gone and joined, bring the matter there. Help them only to pray. Then you will come 1 or 2 years after and give us the result. For now, to ask you to go and continue for the divorce, I'm not a part of that game. Honestly.
I have taken it to that group, but when you know, it's a church group, so they take it and they keep it a distance. And my husband told me again, you made a fool of yourself. They didn't listen, nobody would ever believe you. So all these women, children, and my sister-in-law here, when I called, I said, but as you say, third party, how can I marry with my husband? And you continuously, from the beginning of the marriage, you keep one woman from Nigeria, and in the whole course of it, when my husband found that I discovered, then he said he doesn't have any contact. So now you were the indirect contact, up to 2010. So how can my husband even be guided by the people who want to guide him when you are guiding him in a different way? Those are the third parties. So I have taken it to that church, but he, as long as nobody stands up from this side to say something, because they hear it, like you said, it is confusing. What do we say? And he says, you will keep on making a fool of yourself and nobody will ever believe you. It is only the family who knows the story, that have participated in the story, and they know the players of the story, that can give us the truth if they choose to, We can go forward even in divorce. The families are already together. That child belongs to the two families. I cannot take the child away. Part of going forward, I proposed to my brother-in-law, I said, even if I divorce my husband, I want you to be the protector of that child. Because now I don't have control over where he would take the child to. You people have told me there are members of your family that are not good, that would want to kill. I said, but what I ask for you is that, as far as I know that this medicine house thing is very serious with your mother, I promise you that I cannot take this child away from your family. But as long as she is small, let her come only with me, so that I know who she is going with. So it's not like I say, you will never see this child. I will say, let me bring the child, but I cannot leave her to spend the night until she is big enough that she can make a decision. Because I said, if I, a medical doctor, your mother says, I will take her to medicine house, just don't tell your father. If she believes she can take me, this grown, as long as my father doesn't know, what is she going to do to a 7-year-old child? My brother-in-law's response in that letter is, I am taking her mother's intention to be bad. She's just trying to protect us. So I want to ask Father, is that, as a Christian, we marry country way,
There is no group.
we marry God, we marry for church. Is it right that I can't bless marriage for church and baptize speaking and leave and immediately take her home in some house? Even for protection? Even for protection?
Well, Doctor, before chipping up just one thing again, don't forget that I know this family very well. The family is full of dignity. I know them. So when they were talking to us, they were telling us just the truth. I don't see none of them there who is capable of lying. I don't see none of them. I don't see. Somebody will tell a lie here. You are right in the palace and nobody lies in the palace. In the problem of but nobody tells lies there. Where your conscience will destroy you. I think as a woman, some family, they were going to make them never marry for their lifestyle. So when they were going to make a man go marry, but they don't get picking. So when they make a way, God make a man go married, they get picking, they divorce. So when they make a way, God make a man go married, they encounter all these problems they encounter, and all this God to prepare you for a better place. It's a test. It's a real test. Are you ready for that test? And if it delays, I think Father knows well. Maybe punishment will give me, God will give me a glory or because if he trusts you more than me, the way we put it through all those temptations. And if you delay the course, then you're not worthy to be his daughter. So where would he go ahead? We'll be very cautious of this. God get a plan for everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, this is true. And I think for the past 4 years, you see the father-in-law sitting there, you call him, is well aware, he understands the whole problem.
Yeah.
So I don't think we have much to talk again. In the absence of his brother, you see, he can tell us something. You see, and I think it will also give us a go ahead.
Clearance.
Clearance on what we are doing. You see, that's the thing. As I said earlier, it's impossible. You see, it's impossible. We are now on two parallel systems. We never meet. So we better take a decision.
Okay.
You can decide, you know, in the absence of your brother.
Yeah.
We have heard everything. We have heard everything. You know, there's no distracting that. We have said enough. We have heard enough.
Her Highness is the phone. My dear wife, she is sitting there. She knows my position about this their affair. She knows it very well. She knows that. The meeting she is talking about, I convened them myself. Why do I do that? Because I want a united family. The family, the girl we went for and invited she and the whole family to be our own family. I still want that family to stay close. She knows this very well. I communicate with her a lot. I say a lot of things. She also says a lot of things to me. I have the balance of the issues. But I will not stand here in place of my brother, no matter my good intentions. I will not stand here to answer questions in the affair of my brother. Everything I have done in this issue is to keep things together collaterally. I have written letters. I insult her, I send the same letter to my brother. I insult my brother, I send the same letter to her. Not once, not twice. I don't have a double way. I have a single road on this issue. But I'm surprised when I will come, I know we know say we will come the dinner for court session. I will just imagine say we will come explain to, we will come understand, hear what. But right now, with due respect to your Royal Highnesses, and not get me anything at all. We not get me any question for answer. And we will not answer us any question because we are not in their 2 months. Every time I have convened meetings on this issue. The basic request is that the 2 of them, you can sit down, where we hear them. That's the position of everybody. And that is what I told her in our last conversation. Nobody is again willing to hear one story from that end and the other one from that end. We have to wait until the 2 of them, no matter when, she continues to be my wife, no matter when the 2 persons shall ever come to sit together. She knows this fact I put clearly to her. I will not openly now, I will not tell you go and divorce your husband. I don't tell your husband divorce your wife. Not at all. The second surprising thing is that as we thought it was a family sitting, our imagination that there is now a recording instrument, that kind of thing, disperses our thinking about the issue. We seem to think, rightly so, perhaps, that the documentation is for some other purpose rather than for the family to use it to unite themselves. I don't know why. Well, my wife talked about a camera during a seminar. A camera, when there is a seminar, a camera can come from anywhere to cover that seminar. It does not need, that doesn't need to be brought by a single person instructing that person. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really pleading that we have us no other statement to make. I will not answer me any other question. But if Felix is here, I know what to say. I know what I told him. I know how I bullied him down. And I really feel that if you have to bring one letter, I'm really saying that bring all the letters that we have been communicating. unfortunately, during my transfer transit between Boya and here, I cannot locate. For sure, I have a series of communications with her. I download from the internet. It's a file like this. I have no inhibition. There's nothing to prevent me from putting those letters to anybody because I had nothing between the two of them. I have nothing to hide. But we standing here, as of now, my Royal Highnesses, Tabra, Cabra get away when Missing. Martin Juzapa, Chala and Pongi, Canabra Ngoji, sorry. No matter how many years we will discuss this issue amicably. As the Royal Highness, the Fawn of Mbato has chipped in, there is nothing that can separate a united family. My ambition had been to cause them to think together, to cause him to think together, to cause my wife to think together. I have tried this. If there is a problem between the two of them, oh, I should say this, there is a factor between these two people. And none of us sitting here can respond to that factor. The two of them have to come and we understand them. But as I conclude and I'm sitting down, Benedict is my wife. The divorce she is talking about is coming from her mouth. It's not from my mouth. Perhaps also from her husband's mouth. But me as a family, and she understands that very well. I have tried like this to maintain the two of them. Well, maybe during her presentation it was not possible for her to say all the things I've done. She could only highlight the one letter that I wrote to both of them. It was a harsh letter on her, which I sent to the husband, and often I write even harsher letters than this to her husband, and I forward a copy to her.
Which is very normal.
In order to, if you are angry, in order to anger them so that they should get a common platform from the letters I write. Well, I don't know whether she will be, I hope that she'll be able to say yes. So, Tawa, and my camera has a then second, Brachele Ura, Cabra get away madam, Missy, until Cha, Aya, and Chigi. Lanti Chigi la, Maten Chevanga ma, Linin Guawi. Linin Guawi. Motono cowboy in Gua, or Ningua, can you achieve from my perspective? But we will continue to bring a level ground in which these two persons can stand to explain themselves.
We understand. We will understand. Now, do you believe that there is a third party that is separating these people?
The third party in separating.
They are Christians.
Yeah, we are.
Now, with these problems, do you believe that there is a third party
that could separate them?
That's very legal rule in the separation. A legal rule, I think so.
Yeah, of course, a very important rule. Yes.
Okay.
Well, we very much want them to unite as before, but do I now say that they have gone back to polygamous life?
The church does not condone polygamy.
But how do you look at the stage of things? How do you look at the This is, they are going back to that stage.
Well, in my position, I don't know whether I can confirm that.
Well,
It's only
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know whether I can see. It's
That's why
only
things,
the wife.
things cannot work.
Call it illegal polygamy.
Yes,
That
it's
is why
only
things cannot
the
work.
son who can say yes. I cannot.
Now that your own son, your son is difficult to,
Very difficult.
to come back. How do we get him? If we just say for as long, yes, it's legal wife, right? This is a problem we are trying to solve. And when you think of it, is really when somebody goes to court. You see, the adjournment of any case is because one party is absent. When the two parties are present, the case will be done. Now, it seems it will be difficult to bring the other party. She's opting for something now. She's opting for something now. The divorce question is before us now. And if you're asking her to wait, how long are we going to wait? Because it seems the other party is going to delay. And if you don't take time left to him, things may remain like that. He is not worried whether he comes or not. So I think that I don't know, do you say you have to communicate him again? You see, to know his intention within a week? You see, because this is a matter we have to solve urgently. So that people should have peace of mind. That's the thing. Because her mind is suspended, the husband, we don't know anything about him. You see, it means he's not caring for anything. Whether she goes up and go down is not his problem. You see, but it's something which is hurting her in a way, it's affecting her in a way. For how long are we going to wait for him? You see, this is the problem. Because when we get into a matter like this, you see, it's good to get a clean cut into the matter and see exactly what we should do. I don't know how to look at it. You see, I don't know how to look at it. That's why I said we very much rely on you, you see, to really tell us something. I know you have done your best from the start for over 4 years now. You have given him all sort of insults. You see, so that he can get annoyed and turn up. How? How can my father be insulting me like this? Let me come and defend, let me come and say something. You see, but it's looking warm over everything. That's why I said there's a third party.
Not cutting correction.
You see, there's a third party, and let's try to see what we can.
Not cutting, but one of them shot. I think it is a moment some of us have to withdraw. Some of us have to withdraw at this moment. And I'm sure the phone will have to withdraw with Bar. I think we'll have to withdraw. Either we allow this all for them or we withdraw. I don't know which one is better. Bar should take a video behind. It's very important at this moment. It's very important. I know what I'm saying. I think Father understands me. Then we'll give you maybe 5 minutes to come back. I think this is how we do things. We want to make things move easy for all of us. There are things you cannot say inside here. There are things that if asked two of them, you can discuss outside. I think you agree with me. I think it's better for you and Father.
I cannot
disagree.
The Royal Highness.
Move out. Go away, Father. Come away.
Go inside that one.
Go.
I cannot pull His Royal Highness outside of the heart. It's difficult. It's difficult for me to say I go.
I'll ask a very simple question. What can we do to get his intentions? Very quick. Because we have got to a stage which we need an answer. What can we do?
At this point.
Do we communicate him through internet or how do you call it? I've never seen internet. I don't know. I don't even know how it works.
Well, I have 4 foot. Get 4 foot.
Then what I know is a letter. To write a letter and get it from her. You see, what I do quick, and the thing maybe through the internet, you put it to him now, by him then we hear what he's saying. You see, let him tell us something.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. I think the father has some.
Okay.
Thank you, Father.
I think what we're doing in this house, there are really prayers, rising like incense in the presence of God.
Yeah.
Whenever we see any bad language or anything, we want these children to travel with their eyes open. We are pouring blessing onto them. And so that, as tradition rightly says, when you are moving, you shoot your foot for a stone, the only stone will boom. This is what we are after. And these prayers we are pouring here, they are everywhere. They will touch your brother, they will touch this family over there, and touch us inside here. So that, in fact, it's going to have an effect in this family.
In Jesus' name.
So, even the phone is talking about it. I've had a serious case here too, where we had to communicate now on phone. We had to communicate in Britain. To have to answer questions here and there to see what we can do to alleviate a difficult situation too. So they were saying that it's not difficult to. America is just like a platform, yeah, or mucho, or whatever what it is. So I think. Remember that what we are saying here, they are prayers. And God is the center of the life here. And it's going to affect the lady, and it's going to affect the man, and it's going to affect us. Because this is a life situation.
Yes.
Because people are bleeding.
But you're not singing, but they're bleeding. Yes.
So let us be careful within this. We're not wasting time. Let us have a very serious matter now and see how we can, do something that when she is moving out and he's over there, we will know that there's concern. There's real concern.
And they should feel free, Father.
Yes.
Whenever, each one of them should feel free. Because she's not moving with a heavy heart. We don't know what the husband we don't know. You see. But when they are relieved, you see, I think everybody will know what to do. That is the thing. So let's tell us that,
I want to find out from the doctor. Now, if this family were not to help you in any way concerning the issue of firing in the U.S., can you still go ahead without them?
If they don't, the judge we have, the decision is based on the judge. The judge we have has the tendency to, like he said, he can go half-half if there is no proof that there is anything wrong with the man, he looks like he's a decent man, he speaks well, and that is the way he's going to go. And then if he turns around and sues me for defamation. So the shock of that response made me write a letter to dear Clement and send a copy back to my husband. So again, it's not even whether he loves me, what character of a man speaks that way. So if they refuse to help me, this is what I want to know why. And I would face my family, and that is why I said, let's come here when he says, why are we here? It's over 1 year that I have told them that since I'm not pleased the way you handle this, we will take this to a traditional council. I have letters from last year that we talked about this. This is not a surprise. Last year when I came last November, it was not a surprise. So this process, and he responded to my husband, copied me, that this issue, like he says, he rightfully says, if there is one person in this family that in the beginning wanted both of us to be together, I mentioned this in my opening. He writes to me, writes to my husband, one letter. Until his Uncle Paul told my uncle that that was the wrong thing. My brother-in-law should not be doing that. So he is truthful. What I don't know is what has happened in this last time. That is where I told him I am surprised, and I sent him a letter. You are the one I trusted. Even when it was breaking, it is the one I came to him, and we had that conversation. He can tell you that line. That I was the one bringing the child to your family. When we separate, my husband has now, he's gunning with the very people whom you and my husband have told me these are the people that will help us. So if this is going to end, I want you to be with us through this ending process so that you will be the protector of my child. I had that conversation, which means legally it can end, but really it doesn't end because that family will still interact. So that is why I am so surprised that in this last time, November, he wrote a letter to me acknowledging the fact that he lied. When I confronted him, why did you say that you had a meeting with everybody and their Angeline when you lied she was not there? She said, yes, I lied. I said, and you went to the same person that you told me, don't worry about her, they are spoilers. I have his reply. He's right. I brought this one because it's the only one I have from the US. I told him, and I told him he has the letters, many of them. So if he wants in the future, there are many letters. If he cannot find them, I can forward them by email to them. They has email, they has email. We can forward them.
Madam Queen, I don't know, have you anything to tell us before we conclude?
When did he talk about woman? Where the time where they married, the woman dey for my house. I take the woman keeper. Then I beg me una reason. Felix, he go school for Nigeria. As a boy, he be the grow, he get a friend. This friend, I don't know the arrangement. When he come back from Nigeria, he come back with this friend. And this friend go back. By then, yeah, and Ben, they never get anything. And then the time where they married, that girl, just for a sudden, I see that girl here. He can say, he come for a research, pastoral center. He come for my house. I began for driving. I know began me for driving, but all the way I began for doing, I say, make I protect my brother in marriage.
Very wise.
Yes. So that make him no get there, and make my brother a woman, he no ever know anything. But I will talk my truth for here. He called, he asked me, say, who's my brother? I tell him, say, my brother did for North. I said, my brother don't go for North. He said, if he get the phone number, I tell him, say, no. Uncle Paul, he tell me, say, my brother don't call him, but he did call him, but he don't get any number way. If he call him, so my brother get right or not. That girl, they always come. Every day they come, and I call my brother. I tell my brother, say, no, say, Linda, they here. So make you be very careful. I don't tell Linda, so you there for North. My brother no ever pass. My brother too tell me, say, okay, me say no go pass here again for my house. Because if you want can pass my house, sometimes that girl can stay, so they do a research, they finish. Because if they stay for, they be stay, they be can't explain to nobody you want. If they stay for pastoral center, after I go, it still come back. I don't know whether it be unfortunate or waiting. But the day where they decide, the girl will be here. The day where they wait, the time where they wait, the girl still they here.
That's destiny.
Yes, it still come. The same thing, if it still come. Then I ask him, say, why they come for here? He say, he choose only Cameroon. If he choose in a Cameroon for camp. So that if you see Felix, I still tell you, say Felix, they only for that place. It don't turn to a go. It end like that. I don't know what I will do. Any bad. Say if that girl, he come for here, I get for protect my brother in marriage. I begin for tell you because Ben be the vex say, why me I not be tell you? I begin for tell you Ben. Me I ask Ben say, so you just say if my brother girlfriend, a former girlfriend, not be even a present girlfriend, If he come for Cameroon and he want see his wife where you marry, if I tell you, you just I do good for you. I don't do me no good for your marriage. I tell you, say, look, Ben, I beg you, for 1 year you come for this Cameroon about 3 times. Schedule one of these your trips then. For the time where Felix, I hear say the teach now for teach, not so. That's why I ask you, say, I hear say the teach now for teach, not so. Schedule one of these your trips then. For the time where they on holiday, so that you and he all, when I feel calm, when I should not, when I talk this thing more here, because all these things we talk, I know the first know me say you and Felix still get any problem. Again, he asked me say, he asked me say, I don't solve their problem. Me I be ask say, I go come here go for America for go solve my problem. Me I don't know me say when I still get problem. Okay, he asked me say, now for the way he asked me say, may ask me one question. Felix, he get some picking. Me I tell you say, now only for you. I did hear say Felix, he get picking. I never ever hear me for anybody say Felix get picking. He start naming me all the picking them. We be too, and they be surprised. So I can't go back. I call Felix. I ask him, Felix tell me. He green say yes. He tell me about one picking. He can come back. He call me. He ask me say. He here say. See me I be talk say. I deny say Felix no get picking. And then just immediately as he go, they say the picking and the mommy they be there for my house. Then I tell you say, Ben, why you there so? Even if Felix, he be get picking, he no tell you say he get picking. You just say na me. His sister will begin tell you say Felix get picking. You just say na me I go can't spoil when I married. He tell me say you don't already spoil the marriage. Like I just want to clarify Ben. Say me was stand for here. I think say if anything when me I do where the healthy for you just at the healthy for me I be just say I be protect it. Yes. For me I be just I be protect it and protect their marriage. That me I not get anybody because any complaint will give me or say Felix no they take care for house and you call Felix I ask Felix say how you people man picking you stay for your house you know they take care for your house. You know they take care for your house. Now which kind of thing that? So I want to tell them, say me I not do anything for spoil marriage. If you just misunderstand me. So now all my if you be know say that woman they come and I hear very now we think say na one time the woman they come. As we hear now na 3 times, I be know na one time the day for my marriage. Wait till I be tell you now say if you be know say my man never finish the palaver, you for tell my man may he finish the palaver before he marry me. Because when it happened, I say, in the finish with the woman. And then they say, you tell me, you for tell me and stop my marriage. My marriage for better no take place. So I not for go for DNA. If we be postponed and he go finish us, would they be need for marry that day? I think that day, we for be married 2 months if they clarify this one. And then they say, you can't tell me, I say, you for tell my man, even if it means say, we stop that marriage, it will be better. Nothing that they talk. The other thing I want to ask for here, who will talk, I don't ask clear question and then they get answer. Dear Clement, you tell me, say for December, woman and pikin can see their elite. And that woman, their elite tell you, say, it be 15 years old, time when it be my man give pikin. Now, concrete thing that way you tell me, all that here say my man is story, now you get a answer. And I want to ask their elite as if she don't hear. For all my man is story, you get links with any of a woman or pikin. Because you don't talk now say, you just hear a story, talk for my man. You don't ever get linked with any of my man, a woman or pikin, where they come to your house. You know anyone? Now, clear question that my man don't need for the year for answer. You know any woman, you know any pikin, you don't meet anyone, because my man don't deny for answer, but if you don't meet one, you feel talk now to hear more, no say the date or you know day. And dear Clement, you feel talk about what you be telling me about woman and 15-year-old, and clear things that. Now, why would they talk about them?
Your Royal Highnesses, some country topic talks about a finger stay for last for a long time, shit gonna come out. And my general statement now only say, now the shit now where they come out because finger don't allow stay for last. People they don't involve for this thing plenty. I don't spend money plenty to call meetings, pay taxes, all this number of people, for go for town, for go for power house. Me, I don't spend. She too has spent. I recognize the fact that you have spent. But I will only conclude what talk say. Now, this time, now the ship will come out because dirty finger, they don't stay for last 20. I know there's nothing for that.
But it didn't talk about you got the call here, more father, you got more for me, you got more, you got him, or the better be quiet, for one alone me. Don't want us, go for so long. Moving, then move away. The moon and then move free. That Mapona, I like move out in the so. Mapona didn't view back. That book on a couple of days without that was only moments in the moving. Cabin bay move back. When family are in a sense and go. Need no me, no the fire I moved before. I'm going to so long from that. I didn't think moon out. Moon, because I was out of moon because they're a phone. Menu, could be more than but below, and give a bit of design. Then you bend an island, you're not because they're a phone, because maybe one island to Rambo. Make a moon, leave moon with both of Cabu, your one brother. Take me, moon, do more little better. O can take us with me, one of them getting me that time. Till I make answer one boom and the moon. Member, I got the for my future is the chance of lanking singer, therefore, to that therefore, we are the one woman. What did they begin a time? You can't think of Montasi. But then what you will get the tap with mom. Young can so in bombs and shit so too shut down, boom at that movie with mom. But it ain't so don't be in a farmer, me too tap who I'm bobbing. I don't know my thing to lie me. We can die and what's a minute down. Me, my farmer will say, a bomb is open, is a bomb, can you be oh, make a tattoo one moon, which is that way. Moon of the set, all the side. The bone of the time, that come over my sister. Boom, yet the pencil. Me, you look at the honey myself. Uncle Dennis actually, because Capri so good. Capri so good. Come here. Mother took him a change. We got the call me younger. We not going to come up more. I can't look at you. Can't jump at the woman. Mamma,
Overdone, two family owner, overdone. Very difficult, very difficult. When somebody loves you, I think she has so much love for you. It started with so much love. People were choosing like you. It is a young girl item. Because even with the intentions right there behind it, we need to look out at the intentions right now because there were some intentions behind. There are things we will not say here. But she played her part. Like protecting you at that moment.
Yeah, that's true. Start having regular meetings and talk truth. Avoid hypocrisy. That's the only thing that is going to destroy this marriage completely. Come together. You have come to the tradition. The tradition and even the church, they have given you their position. They have opened your mind to sleep and reflect over it. Your brother, which is in America with doctor, please talk to both of them and openly. Don't hide anything. Because the way I'm seeing doctor, the way we are talking, doctor does not know what we call wisdom. Doctor know book. That is why the field that she's doing is doctor. When you're a doctor, you don't lie. Because when you start from examination, consultation to medicine, you don't lie with medicine. Because the medicine must be something to cure. So for her, she wants that everything should be in the open air.
Straightforward.
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 Overdone.
But wisdom wants that they can use different manner to say something. That's the word she does not understand. So you have to teach her wisdom, and she has to teach you
How to heal.
how to heal. Then for that, you will see that your problem will be solved without me coming here, without a third party coming.
That's it.
Even why not? If things goes well, discuss very well, you arrange very well. Since those children they have was the one of the past, don't you see that doctor can take those children and bring them up?
Very well.
Yes. That's what I say.
It is possible. So the only thing is make correct communication.
Communication.
Say the truth to that party. You are married. For me, a good marriage, a marriage without suspicion, even the way you have come and taken a seat here, that does not reflect what thing I would have liked all of you to be mixed before discussing. So for me, my dear sisters and brothers, the problem we have taken to the palace today, honestly, as far as I've said, the finger of men deep into the last, and you have brought this out,
Clean one. Clean.
which is not very good for me, because this, I know what is happening there in America. In America, it's very easy for them to sign marriage. It's very easy for them. You can divorce, you can marry, at 2 o'clock, at 4 o'clock.
Phone call is not.
But I want those people in America to understand that we have our tradition in Africa. Even though they are in America, they remain our daughters.
That is why she's here back home.
She have come here to ask for testimony from us. But we want, whether it's Josh or everybody in America, that for we in our tradition, that's why we take a lot of time before doing counseling. We take a lot of time before taking this traditional cup and giving wine in their mouths.
Yeah.
Because when we give wine, we don't remove the wine. So if they are talking about divorce, our suggestion is that we at the level of the village, we want to see the husband and the wife. Let them come and sit with us.
Yeah.
We'll discuss with them. And from the discussion we will have with them, we will decide whether we can give them go ahead to sign their divorce, or we still maintain them as son and our daughters. For now, we have not accepted anything like divorce. We only say that the third parties, which are parents, should really play their role. Because in the marriage, they say, now both of them are married and form one. You parents, I'm very happy that she said, usually when she has problems, she always brings a complaint to you. Because usually when the wife always has problems, she will go to the mother, and the mother will be exciting, will be bringing problems.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of possibility to solve this problem, solve it peacefully, please. And for woman and husband, put down your complex. Well, that's one of the